This is a scandal that absolutely no one saw coming. Most people know Harris, the man famous for his public marriage to Yandy Smith. But now he is at the center of a shocking controversy that has taken social media by storm. The whole thing started with a leaked video that quickly went viral. The footage seemed to show Harris in a hotel room with a woman who is not Yandy. The two appeared to be sharing a private and intimate moment. Fans were furious, but Yandy's silence on the matter only made the situation worse. Now, the internet is demanding answers. The mystery surrounding the video is what makes it even more confusing. Some people believe that the woman in the video faked it. Others think the whole thing was a setup, and there are even rumors that the video could be a deepfake generated by AI. But the biggest question on everyone's mind is the video real? And if it is, what does that mean for Harris and Yandy's marriage? Let's break down everything and uncover the truth behind this scandal. Social media is no stranger to drama, but this particular scandal is unlike anything anyone has seen before. At first, the leaked video seemed like it would be just another rumor that would disappear in a few hours. However, once the video surfaced online, everything changed. The clip was brief, unclear, but undeniably damning. The man in the video looked exactly like Harris, and fans couldn't believe it. The man who had always spoken about loyalty and had supported Yandy through thick and thin was now allegedly caught in one of the biggest cheating scandals in recent memory. In the video, Harris was shown sitting in what appeared to be a lavish hotel room. The room was brightly lit with rich decor that screamed luxury. At first, people wanted to believe that the video was fake, that it was edited, or that it was someone who just looked like him. But as they examined the footage more closely, fans noticed something that made it harder to deny. The voice in the video was unmistakably Harris's, a deep, familiar tone that fans had heard in interviews and social media posts. To make matters worse, he was wearing a gray designer hoodie, the exact same one that he had worn in his own Instagram story just hours before the video leaked. Within minutes, the internet exploded. People were sharing the video, and hashtags related to the scandal began trending. Fans who had followed Harris and Yandy for years were shocked and confused. In the past, whenever cheating rumors had come up, Yandy had been quick to shut them down. But this time, she said nothing. Her silence only made fans more suspicious. Then, something strange happened. A mysterious Instagram account appeared, called Natural Karma. The first post from this account was a cryptic message that sent social media into an even bigger frenzy. The message read, "The truth is coming soon. Stay tuned." In less than an hour, the account gained over 50,000 followers, and people began flooding the comment sections, asking for answers. Some people even shared screenshots of alleged private messages between Harris and an unnamed woman. The messages seemed to show Harris telling her, "We gotta keep this low, don't trip. You know I got you." It was these messages that really sent the internet into overdrive. Fans began to dig deeper, and that's when they found what they believed was the final piece of the puzzle. A screenshot surfaced that seemed to show Harris scrolling through his phone. At first, there was nothing extraordinary in the photo. But then, fans noticed something shocking. The background of the image was identical to the background in the leaked video. The same hotel room, the same curtains, the same luxurious decor. As more evidence mounted, even his most loyal fans couldn't defend him anymore. It was clear that something serious was going on, and when no one from his side spoke up, people started to realize that this was no longer just a rumor. It was much bigger than that. But then, things took an even more bizarre turn. Just when everyone thought it couldn't get any worse, a new claim surfaced. It wasn't just that the video had been leaked, it was that someone had intentionally released it. The identity of that person would change everything. It all started with an Instagram story from an anonymous account, which simply said, "Y'all want to know who leaked it? Ask the woman in the video." The internet went wild once again. People started making connections, trying to figure out who the woman in the video was. The real bombshell came when someone posted the name Tasha Monroe in the comments. At first, nobody knew who she was. But as more information spread, people learned that Tasha wasn't just a random fan. She was a model and influencer who had known Harris for some time. Old photos of the two of them together, at events and even on vacation, began to circulate. Fans started to realize that this wasn't a one-time mistake or misunderstanding. Harris had been hiding a secret life. To make matters worse, a voice memo was leaked. In the recording, Tasha could be heard talking to a friend, and what she said sent shockwaves through social media. "I told him that if he kept playing me, I would ruin his life," she said. Fans were furious. How long had Harris been living a double life? Had Yandy known about this? For hours, Yandy's Instagram remained silent. No posts, no stories, nothing. But then, something shocking happened. Yandy unfollowed Harris. For many fans, this was the final confirmation that something was seriously wrong. Finally, Harris broke his silence. He went live on Instagram, his voice trembling and his face tense. He began by denying everything. "This is crazy. That ain't me in that video. Y'all trippin'," he said. But fans weren't buying it. The comment section was flooded with harsh messages, demanding an explanation. "Explain the hoodie? Bro, we ain't stupid," one fan wrote. Harris appeared stressed, but just as people thought he was about to log off, he dropped a huge bombshell. "You don't even know the full story of that video," he said. "It was leaked by someone who was trying to set me up, and I know exactly who it was." Fans were on edge. Who was he talking about? Then Harris revealed the name that no one expected. "It was Yandy," he claimed. "Yandy set me up so that this video would get out. She wanted to leave me and not look bad." The internet exploded once again. Fans didn't know what to believe anymore. Was Harris telling the truth? Was Yandy really behind this? But just when it seemed like the story couldn't get any more confusing, Yandy went live, and what she said turned everything upside down. She looked straight into the camera, her eyes slightly swollen as if she had been crying, but her voice was calm and resolute. "I've kept quiet out of respect, but since lies are being told, I have no choice but to tell the truth," she began. "Harris, you know exactly what you did, and you know exactly who leaked that video. It wasn't me." She paused for a moment, and then, with a serious look on her face, she dropped the name that everyone had been waiting for. "It was Tasha Monroe," she said. "But she didn't do it alone. She had help from someone inside our own circle." Yandy's words shook the internet. Fans couldn't believe what they were hearing. It was another twist in the story that no one had anticipated. Yandy didn't stop there. She leaned in closer to the camera, her voice trembling with anger. "Harris, you want to talk about setups? Let's talk about what you did," she said. "You thought you could play me and get away with it, but guess what? You got careless, and now everyone is listening to everything you've said." Yandy revealed that Tasha wasn't just a fan. She wasn't some one-time fling. No, Tasha had been seeing Harris behind Yandy's back for months. Harris had promised Tasha that he would leave Yandy, but when Tasha realized she was just another pawn in his games, she decided to take matters into her own hands. But the biggest bombshell of all came when Yandy revealed the true mastermind behind the leak, Samantha Wallace. Yes, you heard that right. Samantha, Harris's ex and the mother of his child, had helped leak the video. Yandy showed screenshots of private messages between Samantha and Tasha, which revealed that Samantha had been plotting with Tasha for weeks to expose Harris. But there was one more twist. Yandy also revealed a phone call between Harris and Samantha. In the recording, Harris said, "You know Yandy is going to leave me if this comes out, right?" Samantha laughed and replied, "That's the point, dummy." At this point, the internet was in complete chaos. Fans couldn't believe what they were hearing. But just when they thought they had heard it all, Harris came back with a final bombshell of his own. He sat down in front of the camera, looking serious. "You want to know the truth?" he asked. "The whole thing, the video, the leak, it was all part of a plan, a revenge plot that's been building for years." Harris took out his own receipts, screenshots of text messages between Yandy and Tasha from weeks before the video came out. In the texts, Yandy said, "Make sure you have the footage. People need to believe it." The internet was on fire. Fans couldn't believe what they were hearing. Was Yandy really behind the whole thing? Was this all just a power play to take control of everything?